What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Andre and today we're going to go through selecting the correct prop firm for you and what strategy I use to pass my prop firm challenges. Obviously this strategy can actually be used on normal trading, so you don't have to use a prop firm, but this is a very risk adverse way of trading in order for you to try and pass your prop firm challenge. So before we get into the strategy that I use on NASDAQ, let's quickly go to prop firm match so that you see how we select the best prop firm for you. So Prop Firm Match is an exciting website that shows you all the legit prop firms out there. Their goal is to do reviews on prop firms so that you don't have to go through the process yourself. Okay, so when you go on Prop Firm Match's homepage, the nice thing about it is there's a compare tool on the right hand side here. So you can select between Forex, futures, stocks, etc. So this is asset types, your account size that you want to trade, the number of steps, and all those type of things. So now you can actually filter it according to your needs and you can see what prop firms match your needs the best. You can also scroll down here and see all the top prop firms and all the details on this. When you go to reviews, you will see that the prop firms have actual reviews that real traders who are really funded with these props have left. So these are not fake reviews. These are not reviews left by people who are not funded. These are actually funded reviews on these props that you can go read and see what people say about these props. Then another thing is when you go to the current offers page, you will see all the new promo codes that prop firms have and what they offer you with these promo codes. So for example, 10% off all accounts, 30% off plus a free account. So go to this page on the offers side and check out all the new offers that these prop firms have. Another nice thing about prop firm match is when you purchase accounts through prop firm match, you will get points that you can later on use to actually get more discounts, more free accounts, things like that. So the more accounts you purchase through prop firm match, the more money you will save over the long run. So guys, go check out prop firm match, use all the tools, check out all the reviews, and use the points that you accumulate to get more accounts at very, very affordable prices. So let's go to the website that I currently run. Go to tradersreview.co.za, link in the description, go to Academy, click on the Forex course where you will learn all my strategies from A to Z, from beginner to expert trader, to trade Forex and synthetics to the best of your abilities according to how I traded as well. So go check out tradersreview.co.za to get access to this free course. Okay, so let's go to the charts and look at the strategy that I use to pass my prop firm challenges. I've got this indicator called the Lux Algo ICT Kill Zone Toolkit on my chart. You can find it under indicators, go to the settings button, you can copy the settings over here. I just have this London session ticked with 0200 to 0600, so that is the time period that I use for it. But basically I just take the lines to the right hand side. I'll show you now for the support and resistances. So what I've noticed and what gives you a nice indication of what direction Nasdaq will go to is called these liquidity sweeps. So let's just quickly take and make the support and resistance of this London session a little bit longer like that, so that you guys can see how it actually moves. So most of the time when Nasdaq breaks out of this London session before New York Open and it sweeps out of like this, it goes into the downside or the upside before New York Open, and it comes back in during the New York Open candle or just before the New York Open candle, we know that this movement was a liquidity sweep. Okay. Once it goes out of that movement again, we know that it's not going to go to the downside. It's actually going to go to the upside. Okay. Now what we have to do is we will have to identify that order block that we've spoken of. Yes. So Nasdaq actually breaks to the upside, which is an indication of an upward trend, like I just mentioned now. So we've broken to the upside, showing that bullish trend that we look for. But now we're going to look for that order block, breaker block, or fair value gap, as explained in my previous videos. So it came back down into this area, actually quite a few hours later, which is fine. If your trade is not triggered in New York Open, it's still fine. We can still look at trades a few hours later. It does happen when NASDAQ actually only makes its move a few hours later. Okay, so now we can identify this breaker block over here, and we can also use our fib for that extra confirmation. Okay, so you're on the 71, sorry, just a little bit higher. Here on the 71, between the 71 and the 78, we know there's a strong probability of a buy with this breaker block, and we also have this huge fair value gap indicating more probabilities for a buy. Okay, so once again, broke to the upside, had a liquidity sweep, breaker block, fair value gap, and the Fibonacci all is shouting a buy signal. So if we go and just delete this, just to make it a little bit more clear, your buy would have been entered on this week, and you would have had almost 1,200 pip buy to the upside. Once again, I like a 600 pip plus trade, so you can decide where you need to take your take profits. Okay, here's another example of liquidity sweep. This is a trade that I personally wouldn't have taken because of news during this time, but it's just a good indication to actually show what I'm talking about. We got the liquidity sweep here, NASDAQ came and shot down. I don't really see an entry point here. You can literally in the comments tell me if you agree or not, but this thing just shot down from the liquidity sweep due to news before New York Open, and it makes it a little bit difficult to find an entry because of the huge like fair value gap over here. It's very big. It's a bit difficult to see. There is technically an order block there, but it never retested it. It's a lot of reasons why not to take, and I usually don't take trades during these high news events. But I just want to show you the liquidity sweep that happened before, and then it went into the opposite direction. Okay, so NASDAQ went up here, came to the next day, and now this is an example of a non-liquidity sweep. Okay, so NASDAQ never went above London and closed here and moved and liquidity sweep anything over there. Okay, so this is like the normal examples that I've been teaching you guys. Okay, so when we had the New York Open session, we actually see that there's a fair value gap over here. Okay, and it broke the highs with these two candles here. Okay, especially this one during New York Open breaking the high. Okay, now you have your fair value gap over here, which indicates that entry. I can put my Fibonacci here, which indicates 61.71 area. Perfect. Also nice to have that over there. So here you have, why not enter on this order block? Why hasn't it retested an order block? The reason why this order block has never been tested, or it never came to this order block, is because this week already filled it with orders, with volume. So now that's why we look for only for fair value gap entries. You are more than welcome to also technically take an entry here on this type of order block, but I would definitely take it while it is going through this fair value gap. Okay, because this order block has already been filled. So this is an example of where liquidity was not taken. So we do it the normal way. Okay, we can then spot the direction it's going to. Same over here. Let's quickly draw this out. All right. Okay, so we have our liquidity sweep that happened well before New York Open, sweeping around here, meaning that we are going to definitely look for some buys at New York Open. You will see that during New York Open, it went in between these two lines, which is perfect. But where is our buy order block? Well, our buy order block is this candle over here. It hasn't been retested before. It has a small fair value gap. If you really look closely, there's a little small fair value gap over there, and it retested with this red wick into that during New York Open, indicating our buy trade to the upside. Yes, it moved a lot, but it never hit our stop loss, eventually going up for a nice bullish trade. All right. Here we have our next trade. This actually happened once again. This is a normal trade. This is not a liquidity sweep trade, because this movement happened during the New York Open. It didn't liquidity sweep before, so we are going to look for a normal order block sell. or fair value gap. So yes, we have the fair value gap over here, but the order block's in play. No liquidity, no volume has went through it. So here is our sell, as you guys can see, to the downside over here. Order block, sell for a nice 500 pip move. Yes, it didn't hit our 600 pip movement, but some people do take their trades until this type of place over here where there might be some resistances, but still a move that played out according to the strategy. So you guys will now see that when liquidity sweeps well before New York Open, we are going to look for that opposite trade, and once it doesn't do any liquidity sweeps, we're going to look for that normal order block type move in New York Open. Okay guys, I hope this helps a lot. So always apply risk management. Go look at these liquidity sweeps, go look at order blocks in the London session, go look at fair value gaps, breaker blocks, all those type of things, and use your Fibonacci to also get that extra confirmation for a trade. Remember to check out prop format, remember to check out tradersreview.co.za and select the correct prop for your needs. I'll check you guys in the next video. Please leave a like and comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much.